3 hours of sleep yet again. I woke up at 3 in the morning for some reason. I don't know. Went to bed on time, woke up at 3 a.m., whatever. Anyway, so I've been continuing my research and design efforts for the trading system project. What I've moved on to now is back office processing. Part of a trading platform involves processing of many files. So you'll have what many people call a security master. So a flat file with the securities that are to be traded on the system. So it's something that you could use for validation. So someone enters information, you can validate whether it's, for example, I type in IBMM and no such security exists. You don't want to just send that out to the market, right? You want to validate what the user's entering. So it's like if they entered, alpha for the price. So there'll be a check of a file, security master file, to see if the security exists. And if it's not, then you could reject it. And it's also efficient in terms of, because trading is a fast thing. The minute that you type in, the way you design your application is up to you, but typically the minute that you type in the security in the order entry dialog, it would check the file. See, at that point, ultimate speed is not required because you're just entering the order details, right? That's order entry. So it's a slow human sitting there, IBM 100, right? So not that big of a deal in terms of, the time that it takes to go and read this file and scan and look for whatever, which is minimal, to be fair. But still, again, since we deal in microseconds, things that be really fast, I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, so I'll do a tutorial, but basically I put together like a little mock security master file, put a few securities in there. Then I tested some queries to extract data from it. Now I need to work on logic to deal with duplicates, because if whatever string you type in for the security, I'm going to search the file for it. But what if there's two securities that contain that same string? So there needs to be some kind of logic to avoid issues like that. Let's say there's a security called IBM and there's one called IBMT. You type in IBM, if I simply, search for the line that has IBM, then I suppose that's interesting. In theory, it's supposed to give you both lines, which is not valid. Yeah, that's what it would do. It would find both lines. So, there's a few issues, right? Let's say there is no IBM, but there's an IBMT. You typed in IBM, not IBMT, right? You type in IBM, it does a search for IBM, it finds IBM and IBMT, which is something different, and it says, that's a valid security. So I guess one thing that would eliminate that, and I gotta think about the logic, is potentially character count, acknowledgement or recognition. So I'm not just searching for the pattern of IBM in the file, I'm searching for literally IBM. It's not a character count thing. It would be more like what happens, what surrounds the string is what. Yeah, so the difference between IBM and IBMT, essentially, other than the existence of a T in one and not in the other, and that doesn't help us, right? Because the common pattern of IBM will be an issue. It's a common string that exists in both. But what distinguishes both of them, which makes even IBM unique, is even though both have IBM in them, only one has IBM and not a character after it. So if we search for IBM and not a character, not a valid character, that would be as part of a name. Maybe it could be for space, it could be IBM space or IBM not a character. That way only a line that has just IBM in it would come up as a valid result. So IBMT would not come up for IBM search. So actually, that actually I think is a better solution, because I was actually thinking about if there's two, if there's more than one, then require more information from user. But that's kind of silly. I don't think, if you have more than one line with IBM and not a character, then that means you have a duplicate entry, because you're saying literally. Depending on the structure of the file, I may need to target a field as well. I need to be as precise as possible. That's the thing that will avoid problems down the line, is being as precise as possible. It may seem unnecessarily precise, but there may be things you have not yet considered. So for example, I want to search for IBM and not a character. I want to search for in a particular field, because let's say there's a description field. So you have a symbol field in this file, right? And then you have a description field. So you could have IBM in the symbol field, and then in the description field that says international. But let's say IBM and IBM-T are related companies, so both of them will have the technology division IBM, right? IBM and not a character after it, but the actual security is IBM-T. So we want to limit the searches to the first field. So I need to figure that logic. So first field in the file, look there for specifically the string the user entered and not a character. I guess before or after, because what if the string you're looking for is at the end of under the symbol. So now you have something that is JIBM, right? JIBM. So JIBM does not have a character after the M, right? Which is the criteria we had initially. So that would come up. So that's no good. So we want to look at, like I said at the beginning, what surrounds the string. We're looking for the string, and we're looking at what surrounds the string to validate that it's actually what you're looking for. So yeah, that's stuff I need to figure out. So working on that, I will try to get a tutorial out as soon as possible. We're changing the schedule now to one video per week, so it's not overwhelming. Until things get going, I'm going to be starting to advertise and things like that, and really pushing the channel really hard soon. But in the meantime, I just try not to go crazy here. It's been a little bit insane, just with everything that's on my plate, and there goes my headphones just died on me. So anyway, more videos coming, primarily going to be focused on the Hello World series and doing one episode of those per week. As far as the trading system project, I may just make that a separate project for now for the top subscribers, like Igor, Nick, CKKO wanted to join the team as well, and then we can do some releases on that maybe down the line. But for now, I wanna take that off of any kind of weekly series. Just trying to, have a balance. Because right now my balance is all out of whack. All I do is work. Then I'm doing videos, and it's just I've been too much. Anyway, guys, this is Computer Programming University. Until the next episode, salut, Vikits, arrivederci. All right, guys.